If political news has left a sour taste in your mouth, maybe it's time for something sweet. And we've got something actually. Ben & Jerry's legendary ice cream brand has a new flavor to commemorate Bernie Sanders' second run for the presidency. Bernie's back, and also back, Ben Cohen, co-founder of Ben & Jerry's, joining us now on the show. Welcome back, Ben.
Yo, what's happening? Dude, lay it on me.
It's great to have you here. Man, I'm already in a better mood. So this is the second Bernie Sanders flavor. So tell us about this new flavor and why you're getting into this.
Well, it's called Bernie's Back. The base flavor is hot cinnamon ice cream. It tastes just like the atomic fireballs you used to eat when you were a kid. And it is hot cinnamon for holding politicians' feet to the fire, which is what we're going to do when we get Bernie elected. And then down the middle of the pint is a stick of butter crunch toffee in the shape of a spine. It's very stiff because Bernie's got a stiff backbone. And on the very top is this huge chocolate disc covering the whole top of the pint, representing all the money that's risen up to the top 1% over the last 10 years. And the way you eat it is you take your soup spoon, you whack the pint, you whack the disc, you mush it all around, and you eat it. There you go. Wow. Bernie's back.
So we've wondered for a long time if ice cream can be art, and apparently it can be.
Absolutely.
I mean, look, I instantly want to try that. How can I get my hands on a pint of Bernie's Back?
It's a limited production flavor. It is it's under the Ben's Best label, my personal label. I'm making 40 pints. They're all going to be signed and numbered by Ben & Jerry themselves. They are collector's items, and they are available by going to justiceinallitsflavors.com and entering the raffle.
Okay, so I know
sign up to win just like that.
I know what I'm going to be doing during the next break. So in addition to launching this flavor, you had previously had Bernie's Yearning back during the 2016 campaign. Can we expect any more politically inspired ice cream flavors in the future?
Absolutely. This is just the first in a line of Justice in All Its Flavors ice creams that's going to be focusing on justice in all its flavors, just like Bernie: economic, social, racial, and environmental. So I'm very psyched to make those other flavors. I mean, this flavor turned out to taste incredibly good because, those atomic fireballs, I mean, they were good when you were 8 years old, but you tend to stop eating them when you get older. But if you combine that flavor into creamy ice cream, it rocks. I mean, check it out. I mean, try it yourself. Get a pint of vanilla, crush up a bunch of atomic fireballs, and mush it around, and you'll see what I mean.
Oh, I don't think that's going to be necessary. I'm getting one of those 40 pints.
There you go.
Signing up for that thing.
You're going to have to enter a lot of times. Stuff the ballot box.
Wow. Yes, I'm gonna, in whatever way I can subvert this election, I will. In the future, if I can make a recommendation, I'm sure AOC likes ice cream. Maybe talk to her. I think that could be a big hit.
I like AOC, but in terms of turning our country around and finally have an America that works for working people, we got to get Bernie elected. Then I'll work on AOC.
Okay. So we'll plan for the future, but now we got to work. So you're also, in addition to obviously manufacturing. I'm just gonna keep it real. You're not a sponsor or anything, but I grew up on the East Coast, so Ben & Jerry's has been my favorite ice cream for a very, very long time.
Hey,
I grew up on the West
Thank you for your consumption.
Ben
Thank you for clicking.
No problem. But in addition to that, you are campaign co-chair for Bernie Sanders' campaign. How would you say so far? I mean, we're only like a fourth of the way through this campaign, but how would you say things are going so far?
Up and up, in poll after poll after poll, Bernie beats Trump. It's amazing. They do these head-to-head matchups. If Bernie gets the nomination, what's going to happen? He's going to win. And, having a guy like Bernie, who has been so steadfast over the last 40 years on issues of justice, economic justice, racial justice, social justice, environment. I mean, this guy was in the forefront of, most any issue you want to talk about. Women's rights, gay rights, the environment, economically talking about, 40 years ago, he was talking about how corporations have taken over the country. And, this is the man that we need right now. If we're going to, we have two choices. You can nominate someone who's like middle of the road and we're going to end up with the same old, or you can nominate Bernie, who is going to lead a grassroots movement to finally live out the dream of what America is supposed to be.
Well, we here at TYT, we are waiting with bated breath, and we will see how it goes. Ben Cohen, as always, thank you so much for joining us.
All righty, good talking to you guys.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.